Hey guys, in this video guys, I want to take you guys and share with you guys what I earned in 2024 with my business, my W-2 income, and everything that you need to know, as well as what I'll be earning for Social Security, how it changed for the worst, and also kind of just rant with you guys and tell you guys why I started this YouTube channel, why I became self-employed, and what I'm trying to do with the extra money. So if you're late to saving for retirement, guys, and you're trying to catch up and you don't know what your future is going to look like, this is the video for you, because I'm just going to be open and transparent with you guys, okay? So first of all, let's go ahead and get into what my income, what I earned for 2024 with my yearly business expenses and what I earned. So the amount that went into my business account, because I have a separate business account that everything that I earn online goes into this business account, does not go into my personal account, because I don't like to commingle funds, because that's what I did the first year, and it made filing my taxes a lot harder. When you separate your business and your personal, it makes it so much easier to be able to tally everything up at the end of the year, and you can separate everything so that you're not spending your business income on just anything, because you want to make sure that you save your money for taxes at the end of the year, especially if you're not paying estimated taxes throughout the year. So if you are new to a self-employed, you want to make sure that you find out everything you can about paying estimated taxes throughout the year. I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not a tax advisor. I'm just telling you guys everything that I've learned since running a business for several years from my home. So last year, guys, a grand total of $14,404.22 is what I earned for my online business. Now that may sound great, and I'm not trying to be ungrateful. I'm very happy that I earned some money online. I know a lot of people would love to earn an extra $5,000, $6,000, maybe $10,000 a year. So I'm very happy that I earned some money online for my blogs, especially since I really didn't touch them last year. I pretty much just cleaned my slate, didn't do them, focused on this YouTube channel, but didn't focus 100% on this YouTube channel. And I'll talk about that later. But when I compare this income that I made in 2024 to income that I made about 3 years ago, $14,000 is not a lot of income, especially when about 3 years ago I was earning about $120,000 online. But for the last few years, my income has been gradually declining because of AI. And so I just pretty much wiped my hands, I pretty much just started gravitating back towards what was comfortable, which is getting a job. And I've been working at a retail store for the past year because I have always been comfortable with working a job. That's what I've known. That's what I grew up with. That's what everybody told me to do as soon as I graduated from high school. That's the norm. That's what society wants you to do, is that as soon as you graduate from high school, you go out, you get a job. If you don't go to college, you get a job. As soon as you graduate from college, you get a job. So that's always been what I've known. This entrepreneurial stuff has always been new to me, and it took a long time to earn what I was earning 3 years ago online. And so when I started seeing it fall, the income fall, I started a YouTube channel, but instead of putting 100% into it like I did with my blogs, I thought, well, I'll go get a job. I'll earn some money now. That way we have money for the bills, because I remember that when I worked at the post office, I walked away from the post office, and that's what caused our bankruptcy. So I didn't want that to happen again, and that's the reason that I've felt comfortable working a job. But because I have a job, guys, it impacts a lot of what I can do with my online business, because I work in the evenings, and so I sleep in later to get my sleep, because sleep is so important. And then when I get up, I'm so tired and exhausted from working that I don't want to take the time to do a YouTube video, and it's just hard. So anyway, guys, that's the reason my business has fallen so much, is because I haven't done anything. I have nobody to blame but myself. I can sit here and say that my business started falling because of AI, and that is true. AI has had a huge impact on my business, but the truth is that it is my responsibility. When you're an entrepreneur, you have nobody to blame but yourself. So that's the reason that my income has fallen, and I only earned $14,404.22. So with my income from work, my W-2 income, guys, I made $18,945.99 last year. That's it. So I've given up my time that I go in every day, clock into work, and I only made $18,945.99. So I know a lot of you guys are going to say, well, that you're only working part-time. So you could work full-time. Yes, that's true. I could. I'm not blaming anybody. And I know that I should be grateful that I made $18,945.99. But the reason that I became an entrepreneur was because I wanted to buy my freedom. I want my freedom. I don't want to be stuck at a job. I don't want people to tell me what to do. I feel like I've been working forever. I started working when I was like 11 or 12 years old. We started working in the fields. Our parents had sent us during the summer to some fields with a family that did that for a living. And we did that, and we've been working ever since, guys. And that's the reason that I became an entrepreneur, is because I want to buy my freedom. I see so many people who have been able to build a successful business and buy their freedom. And not only that, guys, with being a successful entrepreneur, not only are you buying your freedom, but you're actually buying some security. And security meaning that I know there's no security in an online business. There's no security in a hustle. It can be taken away. Look at what's happened to my business in the past year. It's definitely dwindled from the previous 3-4 years when I was earning good money. But the truth is that if you learn the skills of being an entrepreneur and creating your own income, you can be successful and you can do something that you really like, versus going to a job that pays you maybe $16-17 an hour, especially if you don't have a college degree and you don't have experience to be a professional or have a professional career. Then you're stuck working for low wages, and you're stuck working at a job that requires you to be there. You can call in sick, and if you do call in sick, you have to either bring a doctor's note or you get written up for calling in or whatever, guys. You're not at the mercy. You're at the mercy of somebody versus doing something for yourself. So anyway, guys, off that little rant. So anyway, with my business income and my retail W-2 income, I made a grand total of $32,465.21 last year in 2024. Now, I didn't actually make $32,000 because while I'm thinking about it, my business expenses for my business were $6,251. So you have to take $6,000 and subtract it from $32,465, which would be about 20, I don't know, I'm not really good with math, but you can do the math on that, and it takes me down to like maybe, I don't know, 26, maybe 27,000. I'm just airballing it. And the truth is that it's not a lot of money. So when I did that, guys, I still don't know. I just sent the CPA the information yesterday. I just sent them the information of everything for my taxes. So I'm still waiting on him to find out what I'm going to owe the IRS, how much I can put in my solo 401k, which between me and you guys, from filing taxes as a self-employed entrepreneur the past several years, I know I'm not going to be able to put a lot into my solo 401k because I did spend a lot in my business last year. And the reason that I did that was I had to buy a new computer. I had started my YouTube channel, I think towards the end of 2023. And then in 2024, I decided to buy a new computer and a new monitor because it was taking forever for my YouTube videos to upload to YouTube. And I thought that it was best to use some of my business income to buy new equipment because I know that I can use it as a write-off. So that's the reason that I spent so much in my business last year. Now, also, guys, I want to share with you guys what I learned from Social Security, because if you know anything about Social Security, we all know that Trump is trying to make a lot of changes to it. Elon with Doge, they're going in there and making a lot of tweaks. I don't know what it's going to look like when I'm ready to file in 10 years. They may raise the age limit that you can use, or you have to wait until you can file for Social Security. They may reduce the benefits. We don't know what it's going to look like, but let's just say that I was 62 today and I wanted to start filing today. So if I was 62 and I decided to file for Social Security, this is what I would get. So at 62, I would get $1,290 per month. So that's $1,290 every month that I would get. And that's not even $1,290 because when you get older, you have to pay for Medicare as well too. Otherwise, you're not going to have insurance. And you want to make sure that you have insurance because as you get older, you know, they say that you go to the doctor more often. And so you want to make sure that you're paying for that. I don't know what Medicare costs. I think my in-laws pay about $180 some dollars every month, and it comes directly out of their Social Security. Like I said, I'm not quite sure on the amount. This is just a ballpark figure. So if it, let's just say that it does cost 180 some dollars, that would take my benefits down to about a little over $1,000 that I would get from Social Security a month. And I don't know about you guys, but where I live right now, even if we didn't buy anything, we didn't do anything, a little over $1,000 in Social Security is laughable. I mean, I wouldn't be able to do anything. We wouldn't even be able to pay our bills, much less being able to travel or do anything that we want to do. So life would be drastically different than it is now. And then if I waited until I'm 63, then my benefits would jump to $1,380 per month. That is still not a lot of money, considering you still got to take Medicare out when you do get paid. And then if I worked until I'm 70, guys, which I don't know about you guys, but as I get older, the last thing I want to do is have to go to work, have to go to a job because I can't make ends meet. Now, if you want to work a part-time job when you get older because you want something to do, you get bored, or you just, you like your job, but you've cut your hours, then that's fine. That's different. You're going to work because you want to go to work or you want something to do. However, if you're forced to go to work, clock in every day and rely on that paycheck, then you're screwed, because I think that as you get older, first of all, there's a lot of jobs as you get older that you're not going to be able to do. A lot of employers are not going to be happy giving you hours, especially if you get older. I mean, I don't know about you, but I know they say ageism isn't a thing, but the truth is that employers will try to weed you out to make room for younger people. And the truth is, we all see it happen all the time. Plus, we see all the layoffs, guys. There's a lot of layoffs going on right now. That Doge is cutting a lot of people's jobs, and you don't want to be in that predicament, especially as you get older and you have to have this money. So if I waited until I was 70, guys, and going to work every day to a job that I may or may not like, it's $2,300 a month. Now, they may sound a little bit better than a little over 1,000, but who the hell wants to work until they're 70? I know I don't. I mean, that's the reason that I started becoming an entrepreneur back in the day when I walked away from the post office. I wanted to take control of my life. I wanted to call the shots. I wanted the freedom of being able to do whatever it is that I want. I didn't want to be stuck to a job, and that's why I walked away from the post office, which at the time, guys, I was making great money with the post office, but I walked away from that. Now, I'm not saying walk away from your job. That's not what I want you to take out of this video. The truth is that I don't think you need to walk away from your job, but you need to use the job that you do have. And what I mean by that is that if you are late to saving for retirement, you need to do everything you possibly can to try to catch up for retirement. Now, hold on. Now, this doesn't mean to pick up extra hours or spend all your days and nights at a job. I mean, that's not what I'm saying. Although if your job does allow you to pick up extra overtime and you earn good money on overtime, then that's great. But what I'm saying is that when you do get paid, instead of using that money for material stuff, which a lot of people do whenever they start earning more money, their lifestyle starts coming in and they start buying all kinds of stuff. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you have to work on buying your freedom. That's what should be important to you right now. And that's the reason that I started becoming an entrepreneur, was I want to buy our freedom. I want to be able to go experience things before I get too old. So that was the reason that I started becoming an entrepreneur. And that was the reason that I busted my ass to try to build up my blogs and earn the money that I earned. Was I wanted to sock away some money so that we could catch up for retirement. And I did sock away quite a bit of money, but it wasn't enough, and it hasn't been enough. And so anyway, the purpose of this video is to show you guys that my business has really dwindled online. So I want to share with you guys what I'm doing to try to change that, because I have been gravitating back towards what's comfortable. And I started this YouTube channel because I wanted to share with you guys what I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about trying to catch up for retirement. I know there's other people in the same boat as me. I think that health and wealth, and really just trying to show you guys what I'm doing to not just maintain my health, but try to catch up for retirement so that we can be in a better place when we do retire, because there's not going to be anybody there to take care of you when you get older. And if you're not set and you don't have anything ready for yourself to rely on, then you're going to be living in poverty. You might be homeless. I mean, I'm not trying to scare anybody, but the truth is that as I get older, I think about these things, and I know how scary it can be, especially if you're not ready for the financial aspect of it. Once you quit your job or once you retire, then you have no more paycheck coming in. Then you have to rely on Social Security and whatever savings and investments that you have. And if you don't have savings and investments, then you just heard the numbers, guys, on my Social Security amounts. They are not a lot of money. They're not going to help anybody be able to pay their bills, be able to buy food, and be able to pay for a roof over your head. Now, if you have a mortgage that's going to be paid off when you retire, then that's one less thing that you have to worry about. But for most of us, or some of us that do have a rent that we pay, then that's not going to be enough to survive. So you have to do something different. And that was the reason that I started a entrepreneurial journey, was because I wanted more control, more freedom, and more money. And I couldn't get that from a W-2 job. I mean, you can get some money. I'm not saying a W-2 is bad, but the truth is that I've been gravitating back towards trying to find a full-time job, because that's what I know. That's what I've always been taught, that when you need money, go find a job. That's what has been ingrained into us from a young age as society. They want you to go to college, they want you to go to high school, and as soon as you get done with high school, either you go to college, and if you don't go to college, you get a job, and if you do go to college, as soon as you graduate from college, you get a job. I mean, that's what is ingrained into us. So for the past couple of weeks, guys, I've been browsing the job ads, trying to find something that pays more than what I earn right now, because I feel like, well, if I earn more money from my job, that means I can save more money, and we have a little bit more money coming in for groceries and stuff like that, especially since everything's, increasing in price. But the truth is that I really need to stop focusing so much on getting a new job and focusing on growing this YouTube channel, because I can tell you from experience and from what I've seen in the last few years, not last year, but the last couple of years or a few years before, is that you can earn really good money online. You can do something and change your lifestyle drastically with a business than a lot faster than you can with a job. And I'm living proof of that, guys. I have earned good money online. I know what it's like. But the thing is that, and the reason that I'm gravitating towards a job is because a job is easy. Because all I have to do is show up and they'll give me a paycheck. But there's no guarantee in a job. You can get laid off pretty easily. I mean, they can lay you off for no specific reason, especially if you live in a state like a right to work state like us. They don't even have to have a reason to lay you off. They can just lay you off or let you go or fire you or whatever. You are at the mercy of the employer. Plus, you have to show up and be there at a set hour and stay the entire time. And if you call in sick, you have to have a good reason. You have to make sure that you have the time. I mean, you can't even go for vacation, guys. I get 20 hours a week every year for vacation. 20 hours. I mean, that is pathetic. So you're basically working at their mercy. You don't have the freedom besides your days off and then the vacation that you do have, which is pitiful. So you end up spending your whole time at work, and they don't even appreciate you. And not saying that an employer should appreciate you, because they do pay you and that's all they're really required to do. But the truth is that if you're just a person, they don't care. You're a number. If something was to happen to you at work, they would replace you in a heartbeat. So don't think that you need to be loyal to your employer. You be loyal enough to where you get your paycheck, you do what you need to do at work, but don't feel like you need to stay there forever because they appreciate you. That's not true. So anyway, that's what I've been gravitating back towards, because that's what I'm comfortable with. But as I started thinking about it and watching a lot of videos online, especially from DoDash, guys, if you guys have not watched her YouTube channel, I highly recommend it. She's very inspiring, very motivational, and makes you want to actually take action. And so I've realized that I've not taken enough action on this YouTube channel. I've not put in the effort like I did when I grew my blogging business. When I was working on my blogging business, I was working sometimes 12, 14 hours a day. I'd get up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'd work all day. It's no wonder that blogging business grew, and I made over 130,000, I don't know, it was over 100 and some $1,000 in a year. For maybe 2 years, I made over $100,000. I don't even know. I could go back and check. But the truth is that it took a lot of work. It took a lot of elbow grease. And I was up doing what was required of me. With this YouTube channel, guys, I've been a little lenient. And the reason that I've been a little lax and not showing up is because I think I'm scared of what it takes to grow this YouTube channel. I'm scared of opening up and showing you guys my numbers, what I'm doing to catch up at retirement, why I'm so behind. Because at 50 years old, guys, I think we all feel like we should be a little bit further. Actually, I'm 52, guys. I feel like I should be a little bit further than where I am. Instead, we're in the situation that we're in right now. I'm working a little retail job that, in my opinion, should not be a job for people who are trying to catch up for retirement. We really need to be working or earning a lot more. But if you've been doing any research, I don't know how the job market is in your area, but here, for one thing, the job market sucks right now. And then two, the jobs just don't pay around here, especially if you don't have a college degree that's going to allow you to get something professional. So with me gravitating back towards that, then my situation's not going to change. I need to focus more on building my business. I need to do what I did to grow my blogging business, which it means to show up, do what's required, and just be open and honest with you guys and share more with you guys what I'm trying to do, whether that's through my health, through my wealth, or just basically anything that I think is going to help you guys, especially as we get older and we're trying to catch up. We're trying to be able to buy our freedom back. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to share with you guys what I earned last year in 2024, why I've been gravitating back towards getting a job because it's just comfortable. And what I'm going to be doing going forward is I'm going to focus on growing this YouTube channel. As a matter of fact, guys, it's kind of funny because I was talking to my partner yesterday and I've said, with me only earning $14,000 a year, I really need to dissolve my LLC and just get rid of it. But the truth is, I think I'm going to keep it one more year. I know you don't have to have an LLC when you start a business. When I started this business several years ago, I didn't get an LLC. I've only had my LLC for maybe 3-4 years. I don't even know how long, but that's only because in those past 3-4 years, my business was doing really well. I opened up a business checking account and did all that's required, but I was going to dissolve my LLC so that I could get, not have to worry about that. But I think it's going to take more time and effort to dissolve my LLC than just to pay the renewal fee and let it go and then focus 100% on this business, show up more often, share with you guys what I'm doing, and just take you down the road of why I think that it's so important to have a side hustle. So being that, guys, I haven't shared with you guys why I think it's so important for you to have a side hustle, especially if you're trying to catch up for retirement. So like I said, guys, I made a little over $14,000 in 2024. I know I've knocked that because my income has fallen a lot, but the truth is that I'm very, very grateful that I made that $14,000 last year. Do I want it to be more? Absolutely, because I know what's possible. I've been there, I've seen it. And if other people can do it, I know we can do it as well too. So, but I don't want to sound ungrateful because anything that I earn online is a great addition, because everything that I earn online is what is closer for me being able to walk away from the job that I have. Or if I don't want to walk away from the job, it's a way for me to earn more money than I have at my job. Because if I don't walk away, which the plan is not to really walk away, guys. My plan is to get my business to earn more income so that if I do decide to walk away, I'm earning more income from my online business than I am at my job. So I have more options. I can walk away, but I'm not walking away until I do decide that I do want to walk away and I am earning more income, because I've seen firsthand what happens if you walk away from a job before you actually earn any income, and it's not good. So imagine having a side hustle and a job, but you're earning income from both. Can you imagine how much faster you can buy your freedom? I mean, that's the reason I do it, guys. That's the reason that I have my job, is because I want to buy our freedom. I want to be able to call the shots in my life. I don't want to be stuck at a job that has control over everything I do and has say on whether or not I can go on vacation or whether or not I can feel sick or anything, guys. That's not what I want. I don't think that that's what we were meant to do. I don't think as human beings that that's what we are meant to do, is spend our entire lives at a job and letting somebody control everything that we do. And that's the reason that I am so I do what I do as far as trying to be an entrepreneur, but I don't want you to think that it's easy. I don't want you to think that, just starting something today is going to earn you a lot of money. And I don't want you to think that just because you're earning a lot of money today doesn't mean that you're going to be earning a lot of money next year. The truth is that when you become an entrepreneur and you start earning more money, you are responsible for everything. You are responsible for how much you earn. You are responsible for, and honestly, you're not responsible for how much you earn. You can't control how much you earn. You just have to do the activities or the tasks that require you to do it. And with time, then eventually you will earn the money. You can't control the amount of money you earn. All you can do is control whether or not you show up. And that's the thing that I'm trying to change as far as showing up. I haven't been showing up consistently. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to share this rant with you guys because I wanted to show you guys that my income has fallen so much. What I'm doing, I mean, the reason that I started this YouTube channel, guys, I don't know if I've already told you this, but I'm going to tell you guys again anyway, is because I know that I'm not the only one who is late to saving for retirement. There's a lot of Gen Xers like me who are getting close to retirement and they don't know what they're going to do. And if you're stuck working a low income job, and you've looked at the job ads and you notice that they just don't pay any better and you don't want to give up more of your time, your freedom, but you're trying to buy your freedom, then maybe you might want to consider doing something that's going to be like a side hustle, a side gig, whatever you want to call it, to increase your income. Because like I said, if you rely completely on an employer, there's no guarantee that you're going to be able to catch up for retirement. At least that's my scenario. Because guys, let me share with you guys. So what I've invested as far as investments. So with my income that I invested, or let me find that spreadsheet real quick. So I keep track of all my yearly investments and I try to make sure on how much I invest. And so in 2024, guys, to date, I invested $18,945.99. And this doesn't include how much we saved in savings accounts or an emergency fund or anything like that. This is just investments that I made into my Roth IRA and my taxable brokerage account. So I only invested $18,945 last year. Of course, like I said, I haven't invested in my solo 401k. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to invest once I do my taxes. But in 2023, I invested a grand total of $41,048.03. So you can see the amount of difference that I can invest when I have a profitable side hustle versus just having a job. So that's the reason that I think it's so important for everybody to have a side hustle, especially if you are trying to catch up for retirement. It allows you to catch up for retirement a lot quicker because, as you get older, you can catch up for retirement. The IRS or the government allows you to put in more money than somebody who's, say, 20 years old or younger. If you're less than 50, you can only put in a certain amount. Once you reach 50, then you can catch up and contribute, catch up contributions. So it allows you to catch up a lot faster. And you won't be able to catch up a lot faster if you don't have something other than your job, especially if you're a low income earner. So everything that I earn from my business stays in my business account during the year. I pay my taxes and then I invest pretty much everything else besides my business expenses. So I think it's a great way to have something on the side. Plus, when you get older, guys, if you are not earning a lot of money through Social Security, because as you can see, even though I've paid into the system since I was 14, 12, 14, I was young. I don't even remember how old I was when I first started working, but I was young and I've been paying into the system forever. And I'm only going to get a little over $1,000. And this amount that I get is probably going to fall because my income has fallen. So this can change yearly based on your income. So if you earn more, that means your benefits are going to increase. But if you earn less, your benefits are going to decrease. So if you don't earn a lot through Social Security, if you don't have a lot of investments and savings when you retire, imagine having a side hustle that earns you, say, an extra $20,000 a year or an extra $10,000 a year. That can go a long way. That can help you, especially if you don't have a lot of your own income saved because life got in the way, you didn't know about investing, or whatever reason you're trying to catch up for, guys. I know everybody says that you need to start young, and that's true. The younger you start, the better it is. But life's tough, man. I don't care what anybody tells you, if you're behind, you have your reasons why you're behind, and there's nobody to blame but ourselves of why we're behind. And I'm not trying to blame anybody. I'm just telling you that the only way to change something is to do something different. And that's why I preach on this channel about making money, taking care of your health, and trying to just do everything that you can to catch up for retirement. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to share with you guys what I'm going to be doing more, as well as I'm going to be focusing on growing this YouTube channel. I've got to get my income back up. I've got to get to a point where it's earning more than my job, than, you know, just relying completely on a job. I need to stop gravitating towards what's comfortable, which is trying to go back to a job full time. I'm not saying don't work. I'm just saying focus on yourself. Focus on something that's going to help you buy your freedom, instead of giving up all your freedom to a job that just does not care about you. So, and like I said, guys, the reason I haven't done it is because I'm scared of failure. I mean, look how much my income has dropped in the last several years. And I'm scared that if I put in all this time to my YouTube channel, then the same thing's going to happen. But the truth is that I have no control over it. All I can do is show up, do what I like. And I love talking about what I'm doing to catch up for retirement. I'm just a little embarrassed about the situation that I'm in, but I'm going to go ahead and just keep creating videos, share with you guys what I'm doing on Carnivore, share with you guys what I'm doing to catch up for retirement, share what I'm doing with my online business, share everything that I need to share. So that way, if you are behind on catching up for retirement, I'm hoping that this channel can help you do everything that you need to do to put yourself in a better financial situation. Because like I said, if you're not financially ready when you get old, you have nobody to blame, and you will not have anybody who's going to help you take care of yourself. And you don't want to put your kids in that situation where they have to take care of you because you can't afford to buy your own groceries, you can't afford to live. I mean, no parent wants to do that. But you have to make sure that you're financially ready when you get to that age. And the best way to do that is to start taking care of yourself right now, whether that's through wealth, health, or whatever it is that you need to do to make sure that you're prepared. And guys, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Click on that subscribe button so that you can be notified. And be sure you subscribe to this channel, guys, because I'm going to share with you guys everything that I'm doing to make sure that I do everything I possibly can to buy my freedom, create a net worth of at least 500,000, and to do everything that I possibly can to ensure that we retire with dignity and we don't have to live in poverty. So anyway, guys, I will talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye.